Good morning from Hong Kong and welcome to Supplier Stories here on Global Sources Live Sourcing Talk. My name is Tom and I'll be your host for the discussion that we have today. Of course, a big hello to those of you tuning in live, but hello also to those who are watching on playback after the event. You are just as welcome as are the people who are able to get up early in the morning if they're in the Americas and so on. Now, today's topic is sustainable sourcing. That means, getting products that are environmentally friendly, green sourcing, you could call it, basically anything that will keep the planet Earth in reasonably good condition for the future and moving away from some of the more destructive means of gathering raw materials, shipping materials and to the factory, and then finished products from factory to end destination. Now, that, of course, is a big topic, and we have some expert guests to talk about it with us today, whom I'll introduce very shortly. But of course, big topics mean lots of different questions, and the goal of our live stream program is to provide you with the information that you need to answer the questions that you have, or whether you are a one-person operation, perhaps an e-tailer somewhere, or if you are a procurement manager for a huge multinational mega corporation. We want to know what you are looking for answers about. So long story short, stick those questions into the comments below this video, wherever you're watching it. And well, questions or indeed comments, if you have comments to share with us, we'll be delighted to see those, and we can come back and maybe share some of them on screen later on in the live stream. Before I do bring the guests on as well, of course, I have to mention, please like, subscribe, follow, and so on, wherever you're watching this, to the Global Sources feed. That way you'll get the information about our latest events and any upcoming things that we have going on. We always have at least 2 streams per month, and we have a whole series about especially electronics and electrical product sourcing coming over the next few months. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Check it out after watching this. But with no further ado, let's move over to the talking to guests segment of the broadcast. I'm just going to check who I'm supposed to bring on in my running order first. There we go. Yeah, so our first guest we'll say hello to is Anne from Merlin.
Hello.
Hang on. Hey, good morning. Let me get the company name right. It's Merlin Living.
Merlin Living Collection Company. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, lovely. So, where are you calling us from today? Where are you right now?
I'm at our office now. It's in a office building here. We are on the 23rd floor.
All right. But which city are you in?
We're at Chaozhou.
Oh, Chaozhou. Oh, right. That's interesting. So, I think maybe that's with respect a slightly lesser known city in China. Can you describe for the viewers where it is? Maybe what's the special features of the city
we are one of the famous ceramic vessels in China, and we are located on the Guangdong province, Chaozhou city. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, still South China, but not kind of not that close to Hong Kong. And you're right, of course, one of the famous ceramic production centers of China. I mean, yeah, to the extent that it was, I think at one time it was pretty much the only, the main thing it was famous for, right? So I'm guessing that means that your company specializes in ceramics. Can you tell us about your company and the kind of things that you make?
Yes, our company name is Merlin Living Collection Company, and my products is some ceramic decorations, and not only just for some daily using ceramic, and we also make some decoration such like vases decorations, and or some marble or some tree. We have already provided. We have lots of products.
I see. So kind of from small items all the way up to quite big installations and fittings, right? All right. So well, I'm sure we'll hear a bit more about that later on when we come to our main discussion. But thank you for that intro. And let me go to then bring on our next guest, who is from Marvo, and that is Abby. Hi, good morning,
Hi,
Abby.
good morning.
Hi.
Hello, Living,
Hello,
Philip.
hello.
Hi,
Hey,
nice to
yeah, thank you for joining us this morning. I know that well, everyone's busy, so I appreciate the time you're taking. And where are you calling from today?
actually today we're very honored to be here to show the first time actually the online show in this global sourcing the platform. So for our companies for the Marvo Shenzhen Marvo Technology company is business in Shenzhen. It's very easy, you know. It's located in Shenzhen on the company and the factory in the Dongguan, also in the Guangdong province. For our company, actually, we just focusing on the computer accessories more than I think around already 20 years already. Only focus on the PC accessories. So we think that we can show more informations here to let everybody knows for our own brand Marvel, or maybe we have the business service here.
I see, that's great. So what kind of products do you? I mean, accessories, of course, but are we talking like kind of mice or keyboards there? What kind of accessories do you make for PCs?
For the products, we just focusing on the computer accessories, like for the keyboard, the mouse, the headphone speakers. It's really the accessories concerning computers or the laptop. So we think that is very easy products for everybody because everybody will be use this kind of accessories. It will be much more updating year by year, and it's very popular in those 4 years. I think it's for the gaming accessories. Will be like this kind of here like this kind of
Yes, yeah.
the products, yeah. And also on our the background, it will be shown much more for the gaming styles products here. And for our own the company and the factories, we only focus on the products, and we make some the products, the tooling mode for the pricey tooling mode, for the package, for the products ID, for everything we just to invest on the own products and own brand. I think this will be much more advantage to develop.
Right. A comprehensive production. What's the word I'm after here? Process. The whole thing comes
Yeah.
sort of a one-stop shop. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Yes. All right. Fantastic. Well, we'll talk to you a little bit more. But finally, last but by no means least, we do have to bring on our third guest, who I will click on right now, and that
Okay.
is the excellently named Thomas from Gold East. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Tom.
Yeah,
Hello,
nice.
everybody.
Nice to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. So, Thomas, where are you right now?
I'm in Shenzhen.
Okay. So pretty, just probably down the road from the Marvo offices, and pretty close to me as well. Hong Kong is literally
Yeah.
touching Shenzhen. So,
Yeah.
I won't bother asking you how the weather is where you are. I think it's going to be a hot day for at least four of us today. So,
Similar.
can you tell us a bit about Gold East? What kind of products do you make, and maybe where do you sell them?
Mm, actually, there are 20 years more for our factory. And in the electronic industry, at the beginning, we always do the USB flash drive, and then the MP3, MP4, a tablet PC, and a few years time we do the smartwatches. Actually, I think industry period we do I think most the things we did, and we always can get the right time to enter into this I think the smartwatches business. This product we have done it since 6 years ago. So we have the much experience, not only on the production and also the foreign trade sales. That's all.
All right, thank you, Thomas. So, yeah, that's interesting. Kind of constantly exploring new categories. Also, it'll be interesting to have the U plus Marvo, so that kind of the slight differences between the devices themselves and then the accessories, the peripherals that go with them. So yeah, let's, well, so thank you everyone for joining. Now that we're all on screen, let's go and talk about our main, discussion topic today. So that's sustainable sourcing. And viewers, just a quick reminder, if you do have questions or comments, please leave them below this video. We'll come back and take a look at them towards the end of the stream. Also, if you just want to say hi and what country you're watching the video in, that's fine too. A lot of people like to do that. So yeah, let us know. Now, let's talk about how sustainability happens. So I think the first question I'm going to have for each of you is, what are some ways that your company actually achieve sustainability? So in other words, what are the things that your company does that makes it environmentally friendly? So let's go to, sorry, a bit of background noise. I'm going to mute a couple of people maybe. No, it wasn't on. Okay. I'm going to go to Anne first. So for Merlin, now, of course, ceramics, I guess your raw materials are all from the earth, right? So how does your company make sure that it's protecting the environment or not causing pollution and so on?
And just for the discussions, and we have saw a lot of discussions, and because now our advantage is we offer our low MOQ requirements, and because we have more than 4,000 products installed, and we have a very big warehouse, more than 35,000 square meter and 140 square meter showrooms. So in China, in the home decoration industry, our product chain is relative comprehensive because we have our own designs company in addition to foreign trade companies, high quantity stored, combined with um, combined with other companies. We have our old design and all part of the world extensions of various cultures continue to create it inspection for the new products. That's why we're keeping working on the new products and working with some new material. So this is what we always doing. Yeah, I think.
I see. Can you talk a little bit about the new materials that you are working with? Unless it's a secret, but can you say anything about those materials?
Maybe I can show you some our newest items. Maybe you can see
sure.
the.
Okay. Yeah.
So
if they're nearby. Yeah.
this is our 2021's newest products. It's a basis, and it's suitable for some artificial flower or some real flowers or workable. You can see the detail here because we have made some very detailed things on the basis. So we are developing this, and you guys see it.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that.
So
is it? Go on.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So, I mean, I suppose it's fair to say from a sustainability angle that having a big setup means that you do not need to, for example, you're not driving trucks from one depot to another and then to another one. You have everything under one roof. Yeah, and I guess, yes, they're not really making more rocks, so you can't plant more rocks, but you can minimize the impact. All right, well, let's put that question to Abby, who are unmute. Sorry about that. There was a bit of background noise, I think, from your mic. So, yeah, Abby, coming to you and talking about Marvo, what are some ways within, I mean, I'm imagining that a lot of your products, for example, are made with plastics, I'm guessing, which, as we know, have quite a big environmental impact. So how can you reduce the footprint, reduce the impact that manufacturing has when you're making computer peripherals or accessories?
Actually, for our companies, because the company as factory is separately in the location in a different city. So sometimes we will be operating in a different working way. For the companies, we just have the engineers, the designers will be develop the new products each year for the something new to follow the marketing fashion or the customer queries for the some of the different requirements. And for example, like this year, everybody for all of the world, they like some the light products, like the most, the formula is will be 100 G, and now they just need for the 60, 70 G. So will be different requirements. And for ours in these products airlines, so we will say that as we need to follow the marketing to develop some of the different the function or the specifications to satisfy the marketing requirements. For ours, we will be get some of the products that the function updating or improving each year for all the products, because accessory is much more big products line. So we're not only updating for one product, but will be 4, 5, 6 different products line. And for ours, we think we can to living in the stronger way. That means we only focus. That means all the people's the energy, the time, all only focus on this part to searching marketing, to searching for all the products, to study, to learn, and to develop by our own self. And even for the factory, for manufacturer, we think that is they focus on all the quality control, because everybody will be only focused on the quality. If you have the good, they will be satisfied. If you're not good, you will be like rubbish. Nobody like this. So the factory control well on the quality control, and also they get all the certificates, like the Europe, they have a lot of the certificate or the document they need to survive. We need to update for all the environments, all the materials, or everything, even for the package, for the tree, the protection, the certificate, like this. So both the factory and company will be working in a different way, but also together they will only one aim, one target is to make the brand accessories will be go outside in the China brand, or to offer the outside brand service. This is the working way, I think.
Yeah, all right, thank you. And that's a very good point, of course, that the manufacturers, suppliers in general are competing for customers, and therefore it's what they produce and how they produce it is always going to be in a way dictated by what the customers ask for. And secondly, that very good point that manufacturing is sort of in terms of regulations and requirements for packaging and production are restricted. The factory has to adhere to the guidelines, or what's the word I'm after here, the regulations in the country where the stuff is made, and then it's the importer or the seller that also has to specify and be concerned about the regulations in the destination market. So you're kind of having to please both the Chinese regulations in your case and the EU regulations if you sell in Europe, which in a way I guess is great, because it means that you've got double the effective regulation on that. So well, let's go over to Thomas now as well. And now, of course, Thomas, your Gold is making electronic devices, notoriously a really difficult thing, I think, to make sustainable. Lots of rare earth minerals for circuits, lots of plastic. How do you make your products be more friendly for the environment?
Well, friendly. Okay, so actually, this is I think a very serious and good questions for every company. So I like the question. Actually, I think some ways to achieve sustainability is like one person, I think, is alive. We have to survive living. So we have to, I think, do some continuous innovation. I think everybody talk about innovation some everywhere. So, but in my opinion, we have to know what the customers' requirements. So always we with foreign trade sales, we always to talk with customers. What do you want in details, or what your markets require? Maybe last year and this year different requirements for our watches. I think some future maybe this year they want to make a larger sensor, maybe some coding feature. So we have to very sensitive for the feedback on from our customers. So actually, in some extent, our customer is our I think teachers or some guider. They told us what we are doing. So for us, we always to learn from our competitors and some like our industry designers and mechanical designers always to learn something from maybe different products. Their idea, their designs, we can get the inspirations from details. For example, like this smartwatch slide frame, we, our student always maybe can study or learn from the car exhibition. Oh, how is the car? It looks very beautiful. Their edge and the smooth and the surface and some materials like this is zinc alloy or the aluminum alloy and like the straps, maybe the different the silicone, maybe TPU, some rubber. So we are always be learning all the time and wants to know what's better for our watches and different colors matching summers to I think motivate the customers' favorites. So I think it's two upsides. One is some very most information from the market. My customer told us what we are do, what the market are doing, what side, and the other way we are learning from our competitors and maybe different process, and we are internally we always to learning. Actually, as a word, I think a good product is the most important for the sustainability. I think that's the most important. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Good
that
product.
is a fantastic answer. Thank you. And yeah, now Thomas brings up there's the wonderful double requirement that, or the double argument for sustainable production, sustainable sourcing, which is on the one hand, it's the right thing to do. But if that doesn't convince you, it's also what customers want. So it's also the profitable thing to do in many cases.
Yeah.
So but actually, and also I'm very interested, yeah, the idea of learning from not just competitors and your customers, but also from other industries. That is a very interesting point. Although in terms of, I guess this can move us on to our second main question, which is, of course, buyers will inform suppliers what they kind of want or what their market needs. Is there anything though that you think buyers should know about sustainable sourcing within your industry? So let me go to Abby first for that at Marvo. So in the computer peripherals and accessories world, what's something like advice or something you would tell buyers that they ought to know about? Oh, I'm sorry, you're muted, Homeless.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now it's okay. We think the computer accessories, because it's a necessary products for all of the world, all of the people for now. Whatever you are the teenagers, you're adult, you are people in the office, or you're just the kids in the school or whatever. So people, it will be depends on the products. Someone will be use office ones, and someone the kids, children will be used for the gaming styles. Whatever is the different needs, and we have different products. We think what the products line, it will be see the customer, the buyer will be buy or not. Why they will be buy? That means they have the they have the necessary. So for ours, we just we have the marketing department in our companies. So that each month we give the different the big barriers, the VIP barriers to talk for the future, for the trend, for the products, the line, for the trend, for the different the futures, the how to say, it will be see the future requirements on the products, the information. So we say for the buyers, we will suggest you will choose for the one company or the one factory. The first one, they need to have the basic for the quality control, for the management control, for the products, the developing control. In China now, it's much more and more the factory and peoples will be focusing on the accessory because it will be see it's easy, but it's not easy. When you do something good, it's not easy. So more professional on all the products, the manufacturers, the production, the package, the marketing, for everything. It's one sourcing the whole whole series processor way to service the customers will be more acceptable for them. For my suggestion like this.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Thomas, from the perspective of electronic devices, what do you think that buyers should know in terms of sustainable sourcing? Do you have similar thoughts to our Marvo colleagues, or is it quite different for your company? I guess the real question is what advice or what tips would you give to a buyer who wants to source a green like sustainable product, maybe without spending too much money? What's your advice?
Okay. If we talk this question, actually, we have to give our company and product advertisement, I think. So first of all, I think, as my opinion, if we give buyers, every player want to tell customer our products is good, is transition in this industry, and so our product is how is good it is. Okay, so but for my smartwatches, for example, I know the in electrical industry, these products are the trends, the one of the trends of products. Why? Because you know, as long as the technology is developing very rapidly, especially the chip side and the sensor is more accuracy and it's more powerful. So many more people, you know that we always pay attention. Maybe your hairs, okay? Because you, so far many people can be surviving, I think, and living aware, but they want to pay attention to their health status, maybe, and other some people that want to maybe, I think, some want the fitness, okay? They want to do some exercises and outside. Many young people and including some, I think, old people want to a good body health. So that is a very key point for our products. So always I don't tell my products, I just tell them my bears. Many more consumers, they want to I think more choices for the hairs, and some guys want to do some sports. Uh, so that is two very important issues. And I tell my bears and
All right.
tell them this product is a sustainable product. I think there is no doubt for our product is the future. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Very good. And so coming to Anne, finally. Sorry, I kept you waiting a little bit there, Anne. But what I mean, of course, ceramics is quite a different kind of market from both of these. What do you think is important for buyers to understand, for them to know if they're going to effectively and ideally sustainably do sourcing in the ceramics and decor market?
And I think these questions have several types because it depends on the customer, which kind of customer they need. Because we have, for some ceramic items, we have lots of material, and the style also and some technical will be different. So if they understand what we're using, some technical on this product, that would be perfect, because we have to if they want to change some color or just want to change some size, because if they don't understand what kind of material we are making. Maybe they think this is very easy things. Maybe it's easy for us to change the shape or change the color, but actually, in fact, it would be not, because for some technical problems. So if all other people have some time, we are very welcome you to visit our factory directly, because you can see at each items and each color and each material. We have different way to make it. So I think if the how to say it, if you really want to understand our industry, it's very important for to know about our production proceed. And this is my answer. I think
Yeah,
this would be much more for us to clearly what the items made. Yeah.
yes, that's a very good point. I think I've heard that from back when we still had trade fairs. I remember some of our decor exhibitors used to talk about this issue a lot. That
Yeah.
you can't just swap materials in and out and expect them to act the same. That's a really good point. So
Yeah.
well, thank you all for that. Now, I was going to ask you actually, all of you, about trends and upcoming demand things in your industries, but I think you already answered that with your answer to the previous questions, so it would be a bit redundant. Let me just go and look at the viewer comments now. Let's see. We have Christine McVeigh. Hello, thank you for writing in. Says, what have Gold East come up with so far? Actually, I'll tell you what, I think she's asking about the Gold East products. So I'm going to say, Thomas, please do not launch into a marketing thing now. But I will tell you that if you'd like to see more Gold East products, you can go to globalsources.com, and they have there's a catalog of their latest releases, many of their releases. And for the very new things, I think you can contact maybe Thomas directly at the company, or at least get in touch with them. And that's true for all of our guests. So if you're looking for computer accessories, go and look at the Marvo page on globalsources.com. And if you want some ceramic decor items, go look at Merlin, and you can get in touch with them directly that way. And we have a comment on LinkedIn from James Cunningham. To what extent are robotics, sensors, IoT are being used in apparel? Unfortunately, we don't have any apparel manufacturers on this live stream, James. That is a great question, though. So please do. We do have some apparel related live streams coming up in the future. You should be able to find those on our Sourcing Knowledge Center. We have the schedule of upcoming streams there. I think it's not for a month or so, but go and check the calendar, and please do tune in then. Or indeed, just send an email to our Ask the Experts section on the website, and they'll answer you in text form, if that's okay. Thank you very much for your comments and likes, and for watching, those of you watching. And thank you most of all, of course, to our wonderful guests from Merlin, Marvo, and Gold East. Thank you guys so much for your time. It's been great to talk to you, and I appreciate your participating. And I hope that maybe someday in the near future, when all of this is blown over, we'll be able to meet in person at a trade show or something like that. Thank you very much. And well, goodbye for now.
Thank you, Tom.
Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, that brings us to the conclusion of today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. We have new streams every month, so you just have to wait a couple of weeks for the next one. In the meantime, as I mentioned, you can go and click on the links for each of these companies in the description of this video to go and check out their many varied and wonderful, and as they've mentioned, as sustainable as possible products. And wherever you are, whatever your requirements for how products are made and packaged and transported, it's always worth knowing that those suppliers, or at least what's the word I'm after here? Reliable professional suppliers of the kind that you'll find on Global Sources, are always able to respond to your requirements and work with you to produce things in the way that you need. And that, of course, is how they compete in their market as well. Do subscribe, like, follow, and so on, so you get the latest updates for Global Sources Live. We have an upcoming season of Supplier Stories and Analyst Choice broadcasts that are in association with the Taiwan Electrical and Electronic Manufacturers Association. So that will be something to look forward to. And of course, we have buyer fireside chats in the pipeline too. That's enough talking from me. Thank you for watching, and until next time.